Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Tuesday, June 11th, 2013. We're looking at our market leading stocks right now. Today we had kind of a mixed day, but it wasn't really all that powerful. The Dow was lower on the day. The Nasdaq and the S&P side were higher on the day, but the problem was we had kind of some weakness where we had a lot of closes below the day's open. So you can see that condition here on the scans where we had a camouflage sell signal in Altera. We also have one in Netflix, so that's an indication of weakness in those names. There was some strength though. Wynn Resorts had a strong day on some decent volume. BlackBerry had a decent day, but it was on fairly light volume. Qualcomm is trying to make a turn here. We'll probably see a little better trade out of that on Tuesday. And a couple of things sticking out. FSLR, First Solar, was up very sharply today. EA Entertainment Arts was weak, and eBay was very, very strong. So there were definitely some points of interest in there, along with the other Nasdaq generals. And moving on to the financials, here's where we're going to see a little bit more of that camouflage situation kind of taking hold. Got three different names here with camouflage sell signals: Citigroup, J.P. Morgan, and Wells Fargo. Keep an eye on all those names tomorrow as an indication that we may be heading lower. If they start to weaken tomorrow, it's going to put today's lows in play for sure. To the upside though, we do have an upside CPS condition in Visa, so that one should be on the long watch for the coming session. As far as the energy names, they were fairly well paired off today. We got a couple of differential buy signals and a couple of sell signals. We have one downside CPS, that's BTU. I would definitely keep an eye on that. The CPS signals tend to be very strong. As far as the generals go, fairly well paired off here. A couple of buys and a couple of sells. Nothing really sticking out in the volume column outside of Best Buy. Housing and transport names were fairly uneventful today as far as giving us signals. The housing stocks in general, though, look at the open-close deviations here. The housing stocks in general were very, very weak. Some of these were down almost 3% below even where they opened today. So definitely keep an eye on the housing stocks going into tomorrow's session, even though most of them have no signals. As far as the commodity names go, Monsanto has a differential sell signal on increased volume, so it's enjoyed a pretty strong session today, but I would keep an eye on that to the downside for tomorrow. Arch Coal ACH also has some decent volume and a fairly sloppy down day. Newmont Mining showing a camouflage buy signal. That's definitely going to be at the top of my list tomorrow. See if we get a little bit of a follow through to the downside of the market tomorrow and a rotation into those XAU type names. Alright folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.